EEAT stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. It has been a cornerstone of Google's quality guidelines for years, and now those same signals influence something new, whether AI systems decide to cite your content. Let's break down what each letter means. Experience is first-hand knowledge of a topic, proof that you've actually done the thing. Expertise is formal knowledge or skill in the area, like credentials and training. Authoritativeness means being recognized as a go-to source that others point to, and trustworthiness covers accuracy, honesty, and reliability. Google and increasingly AI systems use these four qualities to evaluate content quality. In this lesson, we'll walk through each signal, see how AI systems detect it, and finish with an audit checklist you can run on your own content. So why does EEAT matter for generative engine optimization? Because AI systems have to decide which sources to cite, and they can't cite everything. When an AI evaluates your content, it's essentially answering three questions. First, should I trust this information? Second, is this source credible on this specific topic? And third, will citing this reflect well on the quality of my response? Think about that last one for a second. An AI system's answer is only as good as its sources, so it has a strong incentive to pick sources that make its response look accurate and reliable. EEAT signals are exactly what help AI systems answer those three questions in your favor. The stronger your signals, the more confident the system can be that citing you is a safe, high-quality choice. The first E is experience, and it means showing you've actually done what you're writing about, not just researched it. AI systems detect experience through personal anecdotes and case studies, specific details only a practitioner would know, before and after stories with concrete outcomes and practical tips that go beyond theory. Compare two versions of the same point. The low-signal version says, CRM systems can help businesses manage customer relationships. That could be written by anyone. Now look at the high-signal version on screen. It names the tool, the team size, the year, the real challenge, the solution, and a measurable result, usage going from 30 to 85%. That's what experience looks like in writing, so share specific outcomes from your work. Include concrete examples with details, mention timelines and contexts, and describe the challenges you overcame. Next is expertise. This is about showing you have the knowledge and credentials to speak authoritatively on a topic. AI systems detect expertise through author credentials like degrees and certifications, professional titles and roles, a publication history in the field, and the accurate use of technical terminology. One of the most direct ways to signal it is an author byline, like the example on screen. A named author with a PhD, 15 years of research experience, and publications in respected venues. You can also signal expertise inside the content itself, for example, writing. As someone who has trained large language models at scale, I can explain that the attention mechanism works by, and then going deep. For GEO, display your credentials prominently. Link to professional profiles like LinkedIn or academic pages. Reference your published work. Use accurate technical language and demonstrate real depth of knowledge. The third signal is authoritativeness, which means others recognize you as a go-to source on your topics. Notice this one is different. It's not just what you say about yourself, it's what the rest of the world says about you. AI systems detect it through citations from other authoritative sources, backlinks from respected publications, mentions in industry discussions, and recognition like awards or speaking invitations. You build it in two directions. Externally, get cited in industry publications, speak at conferences, contribute to respected outlets, and earn backlinks from authoritative sites. Internally, cover your topic area comprehensively, publish consistently, keep content updated to show ongoing engagement, and maintain a clear domain focus instead of scattering across unrelated topics. For GEO, the goal is simple: create content that others genuinely want to cite and focus on becoming the resource for your specific topics. The final signal is trustworthiness. Your information is accurate, honest, and reliable. AI systems check this by cross-referencing your facts against other sources, looking at whether you cite reliable sources, whether you're transparent about methods and limitations, whether you correct errors, and whether you avoid manipulative tactics. Building it comes down to 3 sets of habits: accuracy practices, fact check before publishing, update outdated information, correct errors publicly, and source every claim. Transparency practices, disclose affiliations and potential biases, explain your methodology, acknowledge limitations, and be clear about what you know versus what you're speculating. And content practices, avoid sensationalism, don't make unverifiable claims, present balanced perspectives, and use hedging language for uncertain claims. For GEO, every claim should be accurate and verifiable, statistics should be cited, and uncertainty should be acknowledged honestly. Let's make this practical. A strong EEAT content template starts with a byline showing your name and credentials, plus an experience statement like 10 years implementing CRM systems. Then a clear, accurate overview, a section sharing first-hand experience with concrete outcomes, expert-level analysis with proper terminology, cited facts from authoritative sources, practical recommendations, a disclaimer about limitations or conflicts, and finally a last updated date with a source list. To evaluate existing content, run the Audit checklist. For experience, does it include first-hand knowledge with specific details, and would a reader believe you've done this? For expertise, are credentials visible and is technical language correct? For authoritativeness, is your site recognized for this topic with external citations and comprehensive coverage? And for trustworthiness, are all claims verifiable? Are sources cited? And are you transparent about limitations? Quick recap. EEAT signals help AI systems decide which sources to cite. Experience is demonstrated through first-hand knowledge and specific examples. Expertise requires credentials and accurate technical knowledge. Authoritativeness comes from external recognition and citations. Trustworthiness requires accuracy, transparency, and reliability. And the Audit checklist gives you a repeatable way to evaluate your own content against all 4. Now put it into practice. Pick one page you've published and run the EEAT audit on it right now. You can do it on the lesson page at FreeAcademy.ai, where the full checklist and template are waiting in the interactive lesson, or paste your content into an AI assistant like ChatGPT or Claude and ask it to score each signal. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to build authority that AI systems specifically recognize. See you there.